Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back. This is my second video. The first one I didn't want to show my face because I was nervous and I'm really new to this kind of thing. I figured, you know what? Now's the time to start. I couldn't just wait until the right time. When is it ever the right time, to start something new? We just sometimes have to just go for it. And I'm still learning like how to post stuff. So bear with me, please. But if you found yourself guided here today, welcome and thank you so much. Thank you for pressing play and hanging in there with me. So, but today I had something on my mind. I've wanted to talk about this for a few days now because the movie The Never Ending Story came into my head, and I've had that song playing, The Never Ending Story. Okay. And I've had that in my head for days, and I'm like, with the heaviness that we see all around us, we've got all these awful current events. And it just seems like, especially after we got ourselves in, we were in the pandemic back in 2020, and kick off 2020 with the virus, and that really affected my health in 2022. It just put the MS over the top, that's why I have to sit and, have my feet up, and I've got my unicorn blankie. I don't know if you can see my unicorn blankie, but, there's my unicorn, but, and Nellie the elephant. I need to introduce her. This is Nellie. This is my, very special elephant that I found at a thrift store a long time ago. And I painted her recently. I've had her for several years, and I gave her that special little pink pendant that she's holding, and she's mounted on a canvas wrap frame that I painted and added gold gilding wax and stuff, and all the little tabs are words of, for manifestation, like abundance and transformation and prosperity and safety and things like that. Creativity and authenticity, which is what this channel is about, is, not being afraid to step into our own authenticity and not being afraid to shine our light and be ourselves. And so back to The Never Ending Story. I feel like the nothing is trying to take over the earth right now. I feel like we just stepped into, we've stepped into a fairy tale or something. And I get to be my character, my role in all of this. I'm gonna play the part of the childlike empress. How about that? Where's Atreyu? Where's Bastion? Where's Falcor? Come on. So yeah, I just feel like the only thing that's gonna combat that, that nothing, that darkness or that negativity that we see in just permeating our poor planet right now is our light. Let's not be afraid to shine our light. If you're a light worker, if whomever you are, if you were guided here and you want to just say, you know what, I'm tired of trying to look like everybody else. I'm sick and tired of trying to dim my own light so that I don't bother other people or whatever it is. And you just want to be you and feel safe. And I just really want to, I want to build that kind of a community so we can all just gather. And, this technology nowadays gives us that opportunity, right? Thank you, universe, for this amazing ability to communicate with people all over the world in seconds, with a phone, with a cell phone. And I got a ring light, and I have my little microphone. I think it's on. Is my mic on? I don't know. Maybe it's not on. Am I just talking to the regular thing? I think everything just shut off. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. I think everything's on now. I'm pretty sure we're safe here. We're good. Okay, so anyway, what I was saying is, let's join forces, energetically speaking. Because I mean, like for me, for example, I don't go anywhere. I'm home all the time. And, I can't go, I can't go anywhere without adult supervision. I'm at that point where, my mobility has really, like, it's really bad, and I'm a fall risk. So I have to be careful outside, to be really careful. And so I don't go anywhere alone. I don't, I'm typically at home, which is fine because I love my house. I love, I love being creative and, making artwork and whatever. And interior decorating and stuff like that. All the things that I did before the MS took over. And so I can, do all that here, and I can beat whomever I want. When I'm at home, it's like there's nobody here to to tell me I'm being too loud or whatever it is. So I'm thankful for the opportunity that I have, because we go through changes and different stages in our life, and not everything is gonna stay exactly the same. And I don't anticipate being, living all alone for the rest of my life. I don't know. So there's that. So whatever situation you find yourself in, create a space for yourself that you feel comfortable and safe, and you're like, this is my little area, no matter what size it is or whatever you've got. Make it comfortable for you. Move some things around, change up the energy or clean it up or whatever you need to do. Make it a space where you can feel really good and, be able to allow yourself to just be, right? We're human beings, right? So we're just gonna be. So let's just be ourselves and embrace that. But getting back to, what we were talking about, sometimes I forget, I like go off on a tangent, and then I'm like, what was I saying? I forgot. And part of that is maybe the fact that I'm over 50, or maybe, and it's maybe combined with the MS, it like, I forget stuff, or my brain's just like hyper, and then I'm ready for a nap by noon. You know what I mean? So I'm all over the place sometimes. So please be patient with me. I appreciate that. But yeah, I just feel like I just wanted to get that message out there. Like right now, we're just, the energy is just so off, and so you can feel that darkness is taking over. And I used to be involved in a very strict sort of Christian religion, and I don't, hey, everybody does what they need to do for themselves. It's your spirituality is that's your business and not mine. I'm just saying what my experience was. And so with that background, it made me think of a scripture, Revelation 12:12, which I had to Google because I forgot which scripture it was. So I had to ask Google and be like, oh my God, what was that scripture? I forgot. Where it's about how the devil knows that he has a short period of time, and that when that time is getting closer to his, the end of his time, that he's going to get, or he's getting, more angry, and that wrath, beware, sorry, I'm shedding right now. Beware of that wrath, right? That he's unleashing on our planet. Beware the earth and the sea, right? And so as things become more chaotic and seemingly dark, just know that there is an end to that. And the way that we can, again, overcome that darkness is by shining our light. How do we lighten a dark room? We turn the lights on, right? We light a candle, whatever, turn on a flashlight, and then you're not in the dark anymore, right? So that's what we're here to do. Let's energetically join hands, right? It's kind of like Hands Across America. Remember that back in the 80s was what it was, 1986, I think. And they were literally joining hands and making a chain, right? A human chain. But we we're trying to reach the whole globe, so we can't really do that. And if you're like me and you can't really go out and meet people in person so much, and quite honestly, I don't know, after COVID, we probably don't want to be holding hands with strangers, right? That's probably not a great idea. So I like this idea of going, you know what, I can shine my light, and energetically we're all connected, right? We're all connected. So let's just do that. And on that note, I don't want to have this video drag on and on. We already had technical difficulties, or I thought I did. I don't know. Like I said, bear with me because I'm still figuring all this out. But yeah, seriously, let's just pull a card for this one. And this beautiful deck, this is some kind of animal spirit deck or something like that my beautiful love gave me. He gave this to me for a Christmas present. And I love this deck. It's so beautiful. And he bought it for me because he was very supportive of me doing this channel. So I wanted to give him a shout out without saying his name and stuff, because he'd be like, what? he's a very private person, so let's respect that. But anyway, thank you for this beautiful deck, my love. And we're gonna pull a card and see what happens, because my spirit team, I asked my spirit guides, my spirit team, to be with us and help me to deliver this message to the best of my ability, and to do it in a way that is really my being me, right? I have to be authentic. So I'm totally unscripted. Like, I'm just shooting from the hip right now, and we're just gonna pull a tarot card. I don't like to, I don't know. I'm just not a script kind of gal at the moment. Anyway, we'll see what happens later. But so we have a card here. It's strength. Isn't it perfect? Strength. We are stronger than the nothing. We're stronger. And especially if we join forces and support each other and allow our light to shine. I mean, imagine that. All of us together just going, you know what? We're done. We're over it. And we're gonna just be like, this is me. And if you don't like it, you know where the door is, be strong within yourself. You are strong and you can do it, and we can do this together. And I love this card. And there's this beetle. I need my glasses. All right, I'm gonna put my glasses on. Let's do that, because there's a critter. There is a critter. Okay, so there's this beetle, and I'm not 100% sure what kind of beetle it is, but the beetle is lifting up a moth. So that is so perfect, because we can lift each other up. You're not alone. Nobody is really alone. Like, I might be here by myself, but I'm not alone. My spirit team's with me. You can talk to your spirit guides at what, whomever you feel that that connection, that spiritual connection. You're never alone. And you can talk to them anytime. They're always there to be with you, to help you, to guide you, to give you the extra push that you need. Like today, I was like, could you please help me, because I'm scared. This makes me nervous. I've never done this before. So I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to be received, So yeah, everybody, we're strong. We can do this together. We're more powerful in numbers if we're all together. And there's a lot of us out there. So no matter where you are in the world, no matter where you're from, whatever your circumstance is, you can do this. And you're important and special, and we need you. We need you. All right. I love you guys. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Shine your light. Just be you, because that's the best thing ever, right? All right. Take care. Thank you so much for watching this video. And please like and subscribe if you are so inclined. And you can also find me on Facebook. Miss Wendy is Magic, or MS Wendy is Magic. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. And I'm still trying to learn how to connect everything, and all that kind of stuff. So I apologize for my slow my slowness, but there's that learning curve, and things have changed so much just in the last 5 years. And I had taken a big hiatus from going online and everything, and I just had to sort of hole up and be all by myself. And I hid from everyone. So if you're like me and you're ready to go, hey, I'm here, come and join us here, join me here. And that's all I got. All right, you guys, love you. Take care. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon.